The target, Shiki Tono. He's guilty, no doubt about it. But Executor Seal hasn't set out to apprehend him yet. Seems like she's just tailing him while she's out on patrol. And not only is the true ancestor active again, she's also teamed up with Shiki Tono for some reason. The zombies in town have been mostly cleared by Executor Seal and the true ancestor, which would mean Roa's supply of blood is drying out fast. That's how things currently stand in Soya. What would you like to do next, acting prelate?
Sheesh, you're giving me a headache with all this info. Why are there so many nuisances here all at once? The true ancestor, followed by a dead apostle that came out of nowhere. Then an elite from a burial agency, and this deadweight soul of a sister? This goes beyond my bad luck. I'm starting to understand how Roa must feel. Looks like there's no way around it. We can't afford to worry about keeping up appearances. I'll deal with CL myself. You keep watch over Shiki Tono. I want to make this clear. You are not to kill him. If it looks like Roa's about to take control, just apprehend him. By force if necessary.
You're telling me to let him live? Even though he's the host for the reincarnation of the heretic Roa?
The situation is delicate. Not only that, but he's undeniably a man of virtue. I don't mean that as a compliment. I'm just saying he can still be of use to us. Having him in our debt won't hurt. I should have use for him in, say, another 3 years.
Whatever you say. What is with this little brat?
The real problem is that princess who's mixed up with him. She's in unusually high spirits. If she carelessly eliminates Roa, we'll end up right back where we started. We have to stop her before that happens.
Huh? Oh, crap. Executor Noel reporting for duty. As per your orders, I'll protect Shiki with my life.
You idiot! You wouldn't stand a chance against a true ancestor. Ugh. Well, just keep at it for now. You may be a coward, but you're a survivor. I don't doubt you'll be able to escape anything that's too much for you.
Thank you for the advice. I wish he just dropped dead! But what about the true ancestor? What are we going to do about her?
I thought about hiring a magician that's free, but I changed my mind. I'll deal with her myself.
What? You're actually going to intervene directly, acting prelate?
That's right. A little exercise now and then is good for the body and mind. First, though, I need a quick warm-up. Get ready, So. You look like you could stand to lose weight anyway. Stop right there, princess! I'm afraid your plans have been cancelled. You've played around long enough. Your free time will be tonight only. So, can you go back to your castle?
You look familiar. Are you one of Laurentus's kids?
That's right, one of his many biological sons. Forgive me for skipping the introductions, but they're really not necessary. That man told me all about you. You're pretty different from how I imagine you, though.
Wow, you're not adopted? Aren't cardinals supposed to be celibate and all? Well, whatever. Anyway, what are you planning on doing with those wires? You've already extended them all around town. Are you planning to use them against me somehow? Or is it just a coincidence? I'm feeling merciful, so I don't mind turning a blind eye to it. Just get out of my sight. Otherwise, I might have to rip off those arms of yours, wires and all.
I'm sure your friend Tono would be repulsed by such brutality. Why not go easy and make it my fingers instead? If you're going to keep company with humans, you'll have to act with a softer, more delicate touch. I'm not talking about the intricacies of romance here, but how fragile humans are. You wouldn't exactly want to wipe out your lover boy along with the zombies, would you?
I don't need you to lecture me on that. I'll have you know I always carry myself with ladylike grace. And besides, he's not my lover boy. He's just insurance. I'm keeping him close at hand so he doesn't get away.
Well, you're not quite as thoughtless as I thought. When Roa does possess Tono, you'll eliminate him right away then? It's just like killing chickens. Grasp the neck firmly and twit. Quick, easy, and humane.
No! Shiki is not Roa's host, but closer to a last-minute refuge for his soul. Even if Roa's soul has surfaced, he won't completely take over, which is why, if I take him somewhere I can suppress Roa's soul, Shiki can live on as himself. He may not like it, but if I take him back to my castle, he can still be saved.
That explains why you're sticking to his side and playing all lovey-dovey. I wish I could support you in this. I really do. The old man said he owed you a debt after all, but circumstances have forced my hand. I'll have to risk earning your displeasure. Give up Tono and return to your castle alone, Arcueid. Humans belong in the human world. You know that without me telling you.
Vampire extermination complete! Not to mention that awesome explosion! The air feels so much fresher when you've been out doing good work. I love this feeling. There's nothing like it.
Good work, my ass! What the hell do you think you're doing? You may have killed Roa, but you blew up his workshop too! I'll have your head for this! What organization are you from? I'll bring the whole force of the church against you!
Organization? You mean like part of factions and stuff? Sorry, but I'm not part of the Mages Association. My name's Aoko Ozaki. I'm a free agent and jack of all trades. Nice to meet ya! I suddenly felt like coming to this town to check up on an old friend. When I came to town, I noticed a dead apostle had made its lair in this town. So I went ahead and took care of that problem. What will happen next? Tune in next week. Is there a problem here acting Prelate Mario? Exterminating vampires is in line with the church's beliefs. There's no reason to act so aggressive. You should be thanking me for doing your job for you. You weren't, I don't know, planning on collecting the dead apostle's research and keeping it for yourself, were you?
Aoko Aozaki, tell me, who put you up to this? Who do I have to take revenge on for preventing me from taking what's rightfully mine?
Oh, I got involved with this purely by chance. I just did what I thought was right, that's all. Although I did have one little tip-off. Old man Zeltrich gave me a call. He said that you and Roa might end up striking a deal that would spell trouble for us if I didn't stop it. He didn't go into any details, but it sure looked like he had the right idea.
So, you took out Roa before that could happen. I feel like you're trolling me here. Still, you're innocent until proven guilty. So, let me confirm some of my suspicions. You heard I was considering striking a deal with Roa, and that's what brought you to this town? What then? Now that you've prevented it, what's your next act of heroism?
Well, I was planning on heading home, but I don't think I can do that anymore. I've come too far to turn back now, so I may as well see this through to the end. While evil still lives in this town, I'll track it down and eradicate it at the source. I can see that you're basically a good person, but you'd also do anything in the name of a good cause, am I right?
That's right, magician. I'll warn you, I can also be pretty stubborn. I think a little demonstration is in order. You need to appreciate firsthand just who you're dealing with.
So, that's how it was. I'm sorry, Mario. I thought for sure you'd been corrupted and gone over to the Dead Apostle's side.
Give me some credit, you walking disaster! How can a 12-year-old brat be corrupt? Someone's life is on the line here. I'm always straight and upright, but I've got no time for roundabout methods. Well, all my plans went to ashes because of you! You're a damn walking disaster!
Yeah, about that. I think I might know a way to stop things from getting any worse. I think it should be fine. Why don't you try asking my sister? Trust me, there's nobody who's better at weaseling out of danger against all odds.
After confirming that Roa was indeed gone, Executor CL remained in Soya. After that, a major incident occurred in town, but none were made privy to the details. Seems like they're trying to cover things up. It's probably better if we don't get involved. That said...
I think we can chalk this one up as a win. I mean, we beat back the true ancestor, exterminated Roa, and drove off the magician too. Seal even got herself a new apprentice.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning. You're getting a fresh start. You'll be retraining under me for another year in the meantime. I'm gonna fix up that attitude of yours too. When that's done, I'll send you off to your next church assignment.
For real? Awesome! But why don't you just let me serve directly under you instead? I want to start living the good life!
I can't imagine what use I'd find for you. But maybe I'll figure something out. Now, Toko Aozaki, the master puppet maker. If I can enlist her help, this may not be over after all. The road Roa paved is still intact. We just have to follow this thread and see where it leads. Deep down, I already knew this would be a huge pain. I have a feeling I need to return to this town again someday.